Hey YouTube, so we are back. I want to apologise for the lack of updates recently. I've got no excuse, it's just life's got in the way. There's been a lot going on this past month since Christmas and New Year, and yeah, I've just been finding myself pretty busy with things. A lot of it's down to the job. I'm really trying to focus a lot of my time and attention to that. Recently got promoted, which was good news. A whole load of other things. So yeah, there's been a lack of updates here on the YouTube channel, but that all changes now. So it's now 23rd of January and my last update was before Christmas, my last Trading 212 portfolio update. So I'll go through all that again just now in this video, and I'll talk about what's new, what's been sold, how the investments are looking, how my dividends are looking, free shares, basically all sort of stuff I used to talk about weekly on this channel. I will go into in detail again in this video. Everyone that's stuck with me since and has been messaging me on Twitter and replying to things on my TikTok videos, because I've been doing quite a lot of them. Let's just be honest, TikTok is a lot easier for short form content, and I've been finding the time to put up a few videos in TikTok because it's instant, whereas these YouTube videos take a bit more time, a bit of editing, etc. So yeah, it's just a case of finding the balance, and that's what I've been struggling with. But like I say, I think I'm going to try and put more effort into the YouTube channel. I don't want this to fall apart now. We're nearing 1,000 subscribers. As always, I value every single one of you who are on this channel, who have commented, who have left a like on videos, who have shared the videos. And I'm just trying to share my journey into the world of investing as a complete beginner, as a normal Joe Blogs sort of out there, getting into it for the first time. So as always guys, if you find this sort of stuff useful, if you enjoy this content, drop a like on the video, share it with a friend, and consider subscribing to the channel, because it really does help. I did recently do a YouTube collaboration video with Inkmatic and a few other brilliant YouTubers that you should definitely check out, you should definitely subscribe to if you enjoy this sort of content. So I'll leave a link to that below just in case you've not already seen it. And as always, all the other links to things will be below, so links to my Twitter, my TikTok if you want to check some of them out, links to get yourself free share on Trading 212, everything will be below, so check out as always guys, and I really hope it helps. So with all of that being said, let's get into my Trading 212 investment portfolio. This is now going to be episode 37 of my Trading 212 investment portfolio, so I've now done 37 updates. And to those who haven't seen these videos before, who haven't seen me before, I started investing for the first time, complete beginner, back in April 2020, which was just as we entered lockdown here in the UK, and I've been documenting my journey since. Obviously, I've not really been put out much updates this past month, as I said, but let's jump into it now and we'll see how things are. So here we are guys, back on my iPhone. It's the 23rd of January 2021, like I said. Open up the Trading 212 app, and yes, today's Saturday, so the markets are currently closed, but we will see how things have been. So coming straight into my portfolio view, and we'll stick on the monthly view because like I say, the last update was really a month ago here on this YouTube channel. So we can see last month, just before Christmas, I was at £12,554, so we were 11.27% in the green, return on investment. Showing that return, £1,271.96. And we are now £1,825.53 return, showing a 14.39% return on investments, jumping from £12,582 to £14,508. So let's start off with dividends, and we will see what recent dividends I've received since the last update. So we'll come over to the history tab here on Trading 212, and we will come down to December. So back in 22nd of December, I had my Royal Dutch Shell, paid a dividend of £16.22, which was extremely decent. And moving on into the new year, so 6th of January, I had my dividend from the iShares Core FTSE 100, so £12.93, and then the 13p. There seemed to be a bit of a problem there. The 13p came through first of all, and then the £12.93. So it was basically a £13 dividend for the FTSE 100 investment. So again, that was really decent. Next day, it was iShares Core S&P 500, which was a £9.22 dividend, which again, in my opinion, is a really decent dividend to receive. Following that, on the 8th of January, we had the Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets, that paid a dividend of £2.65. And then just yesterday, the 22nd of January, I received a dividend with National Grid, and that was 85p. So this means my total dividends received since I started investing at the beginning of April 2020 is now £142.39. Every dividend I receive, I simply reinvest back into the investments. So let's have a quick look at the orders tab just before Christmas. So 20th of December, You can see again those free shares there. General Electric, 3 of them, and then 1 in Under Armour, which I must have sold. There was another 2 there in General Electric on the 29th. There was then 1 in National Grid, 2 more in General Electric, and I bought a bit more into the VanEck Vectors ETF on the 30th of December. On the 4th of January, there was another free share in General Electric. There was another 1 in National Grid, and then I increased my positions in the S&P 500, the Global Clean Energy ETF, and also the FTSE Emerging Markets. On the 5th of January, I decided to open a position with Argo Blockchain, and I just added just a small amount into there, like you can see there, £11.80, which bought me 20 shares. On the 6th of January, I received that free share in Tilray and another one there in EasyJet. 7th of January, I increased my position with Argo Blockchain. I bought into the physical gold and increased it there slightly. VanEck Vectors, Royal Dutch Shell, the Global Clean Energy, McDonald's Pie, which is part of my Busy Pie, increased that. Bought more into Argo Blockchain actually earlier in the day. I think they went through as 2 separate orders, and that's why they're showing up twice there. Increased the Clean Energy ETF and the FTSE Emerging Markets. Added more into the FTSE 100 and my physical gold iShares ETF. Slight bit more into the Nasdaq 100 and also into the S&P 500. 8th of January, a little bit more into Argo Blockchain. 4 free shares EasyJet, all on the 11th of January. 13th was Ford Motor Company free share, the 14th was General Electric, the 15th another National Grid, surprise surprise, followed by 2 more on the 18th, 2 National Grids, definitely Trading 212's favourite free share to give out, I'm convinced. Coming on to the 19th of January, another one in Ford Motor Company, and then just coming up to yesterday, like I say, the Progress Software, the Smile Direct Club, Elf Beauty and Unilever, which is my favourite one yet. So coming back to the portfolio overview, and we'll start at the top. So Argo Blockchain, this is a recent one that I've opened up, and I never even heard of this company before Christmas, but I've been doing a bit of research into it, and I wanted to get into cryptocurrency, and I figured instead of investing purely into Bitcoin just on its own or some other form of crypto, I thought I would go with a mining company. So Argo Blockchain looks to fit the bill for me. So I've opened a position with them. Ticker symbol is ARB. So I've now got 215 shares, and yes, they're currently down, minus £75.53. I guess I made the mistake of buying into them as they were on a massive rally, a lot of hype, and I think a lot of people must have sold out, and it's kind of taken the price down, as you can see. So we're now showing a negative return of 32.51%. Cineworld Group, I'm still holding 200 shares. Looking from last month, they're up 8.94%, so it's now a 75.14% return with my Cineworld investment. My 5 free shares that I've recently received in EasyJet, and we'll stick on the monthly view, so they're 0.33% down from last month, so currently 1.59% down with this investment. But again, it's 5 free shares, guys. I can't complain. I'm not going to complain. I'm glad that I received them, and I'm very thankful for getting them. Moving on to Elf Beauty, another free share I've recently received, and I'll be honest, I have no idea about this company or this stock, so please help me out, guys. If you have any sort of awareness around Elf Beauty, let me know in the comments section. Should I just get rid of it? Should I hold it? To be honest, I usually get rid of things I'm not too familiar with. I like to invest in things that I know and that I have researched. But should I research into this one? Let me know. The 2 free shares in Ford Motor Company, so monthly view, 30.91% up from last month. It looks like I received these at quite a good time because they've jumped up pretty considerably since on this graph. So 2 free shares are currently worth £16.84. And yeah, another one, I'm not sure if I'm just going to sell it, if I'll continue to hold it. Let me know what you guys think. So a total of 9 free shares now with General Electric. Monthly view, 4.7% up from last month. And these 9 shares are now worth £73.08. And I think I did receive a few of these in the past that I did end up selling. Maybe I should have held on to them because it looks like they are climbing pretty considerably. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep this long term, but for now, I'm just glad I've got them. Again, it's free shares, I can't complain. The FTSE 100 monthly view, 3.59% up from last month. So I've now got 380 shares, let's just round it up. Showing a return, £334.36, so 15.44% up with my FTSE 100 ETF investments. The S&P 500 monthly view, 1.61% up from last month, and it's now showing £3,228.05. That's what my investment is worth. So we've got a positive return there of £375.49, 13.16% up overall. That's the return with this investment. And you guys who have seen my videos before, you know this is my biggest holding in my Trading 212 account, and that is still the case, and it probably will continue to be that way. I just can't see why you would go wrong holding the S&P 500. So definitely one of my favourite investments, and it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Coming down to the Global Clean Energy ETF, big fan of this one. It's one that I'm wanting to continue to increase month on month. Looking at the monthly view, we are 15.46% up from last month, which is insane. And I now have 87 shares, round up again, 88 shares, let's say, showing £1,192.19 in value. So that's a positive return of £232.40, so 24.21% up so far with this investment. And like I've said in previous video guys, I'm a big fan of clean energy, definitely think it's a future. Can't see why you'd be going wrong investing in clean energy in my opinion, so definitely a good investment for me. The Nasdaq 100 ETF, monthly view, we are 2.76% up from last month, so I've now got 2 shares, well I already had 2 shares in this ETF, and that is £175.02 return, 18.86% up with this investment. Big fan of the Nasdaq 100. One I will continue to increase, not month on month because it is expensive to buy into this one, but yeah, got a lot of technology stocks in here. Recommend you guys check out if you're interested. Ticker symbol is CNX1. Let me know if you hold this in the comments. For me, definitely one of my favourites. The iShares Physical Gold monthly view, we're down on our 3.11% from last month, and you guys have seen these previous videos, you know I literally bought into this at the worst possible time. I mean, just look at this again. As always, proven you cannot time the market, folks. I bought in right here, 2nd August, and literally the next day it just started to drop and drop and drop, and it has not recovered since. But again, I'm a long-term investor, it does not bother me, I am not fussed or stressed in the slightest, and yes, it's shown a negative return of £67.80, so 13.06% down, but long-term, 5, 10, 15 years down the line, I think we'll be back in the green. Coming down to Legal & General Group, one of my favourite UK stocks, monthly view 6.5% up from last month, 273.5 shares, showing a value of £725.27. I'm now in the green, £178.42, 32.63% return on this investment. Another long-term hold for me. I think they're a solid company and I don't have any issue with holding them for another 10, 15, 20 years. McDonald's is next up, and this is part of my Busy Pie, 0.7% up from last month. I've got 1.92 shares in them, and like I say, it's part of a pie that I've created on Trading 212, so it's now showing £299.58 value with the McDonald's investment. And I think if we look at the return here, yep, we're currently down £20.34, so 6.36% down with this investment. But again guys, long term, not worried. Do I think McDonald's will still exist in 10, 15, 20 years? Yes. Do I think they'll be bigger and more profitable than they are right now? I definitely think so. So another one I'm going to keep and continue to invest into. My 10 free shares in National Grid, monthly view, it's 2.59% up from last month. 10 shares are worth £87.40. £87.40 of free money because they're all free shares, showing a negative return of £2.37, so 2.64% down. But again, I don't care. It's free shares. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. Progress Software, I've not looked into this company at all. I literally just received it the other night, like I said. And monthly view, it's 3.29% down from last month. So my 1 share is now showing a return of 6p, which, yeah, it's again a free share. £30.66 of money that I didn't have before. Should I hold this one? Should I sell it? I don't know. I've not even looked into the company details yet, I'll be honest. So it's technology, it's based in Bedford, US. There we go, market cap of 2.2 billion. That's as much as I know about them right just now. I will do more research and see what I think. But if you guys are familiar with this, let me know in the comments section. I would really appreciate it. The good old Royal Dutch Shell, 143 shares. Monthly view, we're 6.76% up from last month. My shares are now worth £1,937.57. Positive return of £252.36, so we're 14.97% up with this investment. I've shared my thoughts on Shell before in previous videos. If you want to go check them out, I might put a comment in the comments below, obviously, and let you guys know. But yeah, I think it's a solid investment still for the next 5-10 years at least, for sure. And I think there'll be a strong recovery still to come when we're out of COVID. So yeah, happy holding, and I'll continue to do so. And the fact they increased their dividend again is a plus. But like I always say, I'm not in this for the dividends, I'm in it for the growth. My free share in Smile Direct Club, monthly view 17.5% down from last month. So that one share is £8.08 in value. Again though, it's free money, big thanks guys. I'm probably going to sell it. The question is when, I don't know. I don't know enough about them as a company. So again, looking for some help, let me know. Starbucks, part of my BusyPie, monthly view, 1.44% up from last month. 3.349 shares, £254.30 in value. So we're 8.16% up with my Starbucks investment. And again, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, do I think Starbucks will still exist? Yes. Do I think they'll still be popular? Yes. Do I think they'll be bigger than they currently are? Yes. So for those reasons, I'm happy to stick with them. And if the Starbucks that's local to me in my area is anything to go by, and literally guys, every day I drive past it, it is busy, out the door, not the door right just now because of COVID, but the drive-through is absolutely rammed, you can't get in it. I tried to get one earlier tonight, I couldn't get in because it was so busy. So yeah, I'm happy to hold and I'll continue to do so. Tilray's next up here, monthly view, 112.88% up from last month. That's absolutely insane. Probably the biggest growth I've got on any of my stocks in a month, and it's a free share. Again, this one came out of nowhere. Extremely chuffed I got it. I didn't even know of them as a company, but as you can see in the company details here, they're engaged in the pharmaceutical sector and they supply cannabis products and all sorts of other things. They're in a lot of research and innovation around biotechnology and drugs, etc., etc. Maybe one I should continue to hold and actually invest more into. Definitely one I want to do more research on because, like I say, I've not looked into them enough. But if this chart here is anything to go by, let's see how this one plays out. Under Armour's next up, monthly view, 9.72% up from last month, 4.64% return on this investment. It's another free share. It's probably one I'm going to sell. The question is when. Probably this week coming, to be honest. It's in the green already. I've got a bit of profit on it. But again, it's a free share, so, you know, I can't complain. Unilever is next up here, monthly view, 0.6% up from last month. My favourite, best, absolutely over the moon chuffed in free share that I received. Just got it the other day, like I say, and usually my free shares are worth maybe £8 to £15 in value. So this one came through and you can see it's worth £43.76. So that was just absolutely amazing. And yeah, never had that before, so I'm amazed. Unilever, solid company. A lot of people have been telling me to keep hold of this one on my TikTok videos because I did actually put a video up on there quickly saying that I received it. One of my mates is a big holder in Unilever, and yeah, he's chuffed on the dividends they pay out and stuff too. So again, one I want to do more research on, but it looks like a hold for me and one I might continue to invest into. The VanEck Vectors ETF, big fan of this one, big fan of video games. Ticker symbol's ESPO, check this one out if you're interested. I was first made aware of this one thanks to Pretty Penny Club. Shout out here on YouTube to David Stewart. Big fan of his channel, big fan of his videos. He's actually a featured channel on my YouTube, so go check him out if you've not seen him already and subscribe. But I've been investing in this one for a while now, 9.44% up from last month, 11 shares, currently worth £370.54, showing a positive return of £36.50, so we're 10.93% up with this so far. But I think the future for ESPO is extremely bright. Video games are getting bigger, esports is getting bigger, and, you know, especially since COVID, a lot of people playing games from home, a lot of people streaming. The future for them is only going to go up, in my opinion, so one I want to continue to invest into. And last but not least, the Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets ETF, monthly view, we are 7.92% up from last month. So I now have £1,805.19 in value with this investment, showing a positive return of £322.21. So we're 21.73% up with this investment. And yeah, I'm a big fan of this ETF, a big fan of the emerging markets. Yes, it's riskier, but it's been performing extremely well as of late. As you can see here, let me just go in the yearly view, for example, and it's just been going up and up and up. They've been recovering a lot better from COVID than the likes of the US and the UK, and yeah, it's kind of reflected here, as you can see. So I'm a big fan of this one. It's going to be one I continue to hold, like I say, one I continue to invest into. And the ticker symbol, if you want to check out, is VFEM. So coming down to the allocation, and we can see S&P 500 still at the top, followed by the FTSE 100 and Royal Dutch Shell, FTSE Emerging Markets and iShares Global Clean Energy. I would like to get my clean energy to be a higher percentage of my portfolio. I'm thinking maybe around 15-20% at least. Right just now it's down at 8.22%, so I've got a bit of work to do there. Nasdaq 100, legal in general, and then the rest are under that 5% total allocation in my portfolio. If you're interested in investing, I recommend using Trading 212. It's the app that I've been using to invest since April 2020 with no issues. Big fan of them, big fan of their platform and their support. And yeah, like I say, I've been documenting my journey since, and it's all been with Trading 212. So if you want to sign up and start your investment journey like I have done, then please consider using my link you can see here on the screen. I will make sure this is in the comments section of this video. It will also be pinned as a top comment, and I'll put it in the description. Click on that link, open an account with Trading 212 and deposit minimum of £1, and you will receive a free share worth up to the value of £100, and so will I. So if you do end up doing that, guys, let me know what you receive, and I hope it's something as decent as Unilever like I recently received, and then you can get lots more money and go out and spend it. That last part was a joke. You can't go out anywhere. Thanks again, COVID. So there we go, guys, that's the update. Sorry again, it's been so long since I've done one, but I hope you guys understand. Life sometimes gets in the way. You got to find a balance, and it's quite difficult at times. So that's how the portfolio is looking. Hope all of your investments are doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, let's get a bit of discussion going in the comments again, see how everyone's keeping. And we will speak again soon. Thanks for watching. Drop a like. Make sure to subscribe, and I will chat to you very soon.